Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. StatsCan out in about an hour's time. U.S. Canada Mexico trade agreement in question with slow trade talks between Canada and U.S. at this current time. There was a bunch of CEOs talking at the White House, and Stellantis mysteriously took the 15 billion that they got from the Canadian government and gave 13 billion to U.S. in expansion of their plant. So just basically just stealing money from one country to the next. But you got to remember, it's likely the how the contract was written. Um, as you can see here, he did talk about the USMCA, and I've been saying this to clients that this is in question because if you can't get any agreement right now, good luck getting one that has, as Clown Show Carney says, that 75% of the goods are exempt. Well, the 25 that are not exempt is definitely hurting our country right now with just jobs after jobs, lumber, clothing, you name it. Lost jobs in steel factories that they gave $400 million to. Yeah. Anyway, we can go on and on about that. Canadian dollar forecast turn less bullish as trade deal remains elusive. Yeah. Well, you're saying the same thing. So the Canadian dollar not likely to have a whole lot of oomph in it. Um, this is still the same slide. This is the average trade expectation. Anything close to that, the market will probably not have to trade a whole lot down, but it's a confirmation of all the other numbers because this is the first time we actually get a report that actually has numbers that are quantifiable. The September numbers do have, or StatsCan does have numbers in there, but they are or estimated yield numbers. There's no people on the ground. It's just satellite imagery. And here we're going to get some numbers that are actually going to be telling, but there isn't any crop that is not looking like it's going to be in trouble with larger yields across everything. Susan Stroud from Noble just talking about the share of corn in the world. U.S. still is the largest by far. Soybean steady after 3-day fall. China demand in focus. Well, the China demand hasn't shown up yet, regardless of what Besant said. Everything is going the way as he expected, and he gave a year end at somewhere in February. So, which year end is he talking about? Black Sea War insurance soars, so cost of shipping coming out of the Black Sea area because of boats getting hit are definitely are going to add to some costs there. Just quick look at some of the drought. You can see it's showing a fair bit of drought in Western Canada on the North America map, and you can see that is the total soil moisture. They did show some moisture deficiencies here, so I'm going to maybe call out the map doesn't match up with the actual soil moisture coming from the Canadian government sources. I would say this is probably more accurate than the satellite imagery maps. So, but I'm still going to follow the NASA here. So there's drought here, and first season corn and first season or soybean production. So the reason I'm bringing this up is it looks and appears that there might be some stress to be at the biggest crop ever for soybeans and corn. Same thing happened with the North America crop. A big crop did get smaller. We'll see with the USDA next week if it's going to continue to get smaller. Argentina is same growing areas for both their corn and soybean. Quick look at the market. It's slightly up after its $15 down day that we had yesterday, just with the release of that information of expected yields for everything going up. So canola is up, just taking a breather until we get to 7:30 probably. At 6:30, rapeseed is just slightly up. Soybean oil is basically flat at 51.70. Crude oil slightly up, but still below the $60 barrel. Soybeans trading at 118. So up to 60. Spring wheat is up a penny, and your Kansas and your Chicago are down a penny. Your corn is basically flat at 450, and the Canadian dollar is down just slightly as well. So this is the hour chart. What happened basically yesterday? You can see the tumble happened, and now we're trying to get a little bit of a recovery off of there. But what I see happening here is actually this line didn't come in until yesterday, so it's a pivot extension. So if you get to that value, there's likely to be a pivot down and you can see it crossed. We got right to it on the November contract. So if we continue to stay below that and the 200-day moving average, it's likely to have some downward pressure down to markets where we were before, or the low that we made at 595, I guess it is. Your European rapeseed traded down a little bit as well, but what it did is it actually made Canadian canola differential even larger. And I said the last couple of days when we actually had decent movement in the world was when we got to $200 barrel. We did move from the 138 up to 146 on the differential between our price and the European rapeseed in Canadian dollars. Soybean oil traded down. Soybeans traded down as well. A little bit of a recovery on both of those, or trading sideways. European crude palm oil traded down as well, and trying to find its footing there. Canadian dollar is actually moving up. I'm going to say if we can get to that 72 cents, should be looking at maybe washing out some of the US dollar deficits in some of those brokerage accounts. US dollar index. This actually was reported in one of the articles ahead that this is actually helping the commodity values in the world, and of course crude oil and wheat are the ones that most affected by for the farms for sure. So here's wheat. Great Big Nothing Sandwich hasn't been doing anything for quite some time, but trading sideways. Kansas, the same thing, but it had more of a leg up than we see on Minneapolis, that's for sure. But expect Minneapolis to have a little bit of trouble with the just the size of the crop, because if we're going to add another 1 million metric tons, it's going to cause some issues. Milling wheat, chopping sideways. The only one that actually looks like it's got a decent trend is your corn, still staying in that channel going up. Just a quick look at live meats. Nice recovery off of its sharp decline when Trump said the beef prices are too expensive, and the feeder cattle, same thing. And then the lean hogs actually getting that same kind of resurgence as well. StatScan out at 7:30. We'll chat later. Bye.